Okay students, now we are going to discuss about the quotient rule and couple of examples on the quotient rule we are going to solve. So the first thing we need to understand that sir, quotient rule is what? It's basically the division. Quotient means that when it is dividing, so when there's a numerator and denominator and two brackets are being divided, okay, as you can see couple of examples here. So these are the questions that dividing, okay, and you cannot differentiate this easily in the simplified form, okay. So you'll have to go along with, like, first you have to expand the bracket and then you have to simplify them, so it will take a lot of time. Again, to save the time, the mathematician have made the quotient rule that students have to apply, and these are the practice questions that you can do for quotient rule, okay. So let's get started with this question in which we have the quotient rule. Again, the formula is there in front of you students. The formula is very simple this time: vu dash minus the uv dash upon the v square. So this time you have to be careful about the sign and which one you are taking, because in the product rule it doesn't matter much because you have the plus sign, so doesn't matter if you add 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2, that gives the same answer. But in the quotient rule we already know that minus creates a difference, so we need to be very careful in this. So the first thing will be, I'm going to simplify. So it's going to be said that this thing can be written as, because we can't solve in the square root form, so I'm going to write this as 3x square divided by 2x square minus 3 power of half, okay. So you have the power, the square root as will be written as power half, okay. So let's get started. Now what we have is basically the first thing will be u again. So in this case u is the denominator, okay. In the product rule the u is the first bracket, okay. In the product rule u is the first bracket and v is the second bracket, right students? But in quotient rule u is the numerator, so it's going to be u is equals to 3x square. So you got u dash very quickly, that is sir 6x, okay. So that was simple, that you differentiate. Again, the concepts of p1 will help you. So u dash will be sir 6x. Then you have v, that v is very important to understand, that v is basically 2x square minus 3 power half. So v dash will be half into 2x square minus 3 power negative half. And then so this will be basically the basic chain rule differentiation, that power, follow very carefully students, power multiplies with the coefficient, that is 1 there, and subtract 1 from the power. So half minus 1 is negative 0.5, right? And then you have the inside bracket differentiation, that will be sir 4x, because you understand 2x square differentiation will be 4x, okay. So hope students got this as well. And one more thing that is added in this one will be the v square. So make sure the v square will be, have to find the v square as well. So follow carefully what will be the v square. Just have, so v was this thing, right? 2x square minus 3. Follow carefully, okay. 2x square minus 3 into power half is v. So this is v, okay students. If I have to square it, I'm going to square on the both sides, right? So if I square on both sides, it's going to be the 2 and 2 cancels out. So hope everyone gets this. So we can definitely say that sir v square is only 2x square minus 3, okay. So that is going to be the v square, that is 2x square minus 3, okay. Hope everyone gets this. That first thing is basically you find out what are the values of u dash, what is the differentiation, and v dash, okay. So I hope everything is getting it, everyone is fine, everyone is getting this lecture, okay. So now we differentiate, it's going to be d over dx, that is going to be the vu dash. So make sure this time it's very important. So vu dash will be sir 2x square minus 3 into power half, okay, that will be v, and u dash will be 6x, okay. So I'll mark it out as well, that here we go, v, or the highlighter is, hold on, so it's going to be the v into the u dash, that's what I've done, v into the u dash, okay students. And then you have minus the u into the v dash, so 3x square u into the v dash. So v dash is this thing. We'll have to simplify this as well first, okay. So how do you simplify? 2 ones are and 2 twos are, okay sir. So make sure a lot of mistakes are done in when students are solving this question, so we need to be very careful here. So it's going to be 2x times, okay. Now when I multiply the v dash, okay, I have to multiply uv dash, so I'm marking it out as well students. I have to multiply uv dash and subtraction sign, subtract u v dash. Okay, so hope everyone is getting that. Okay, so it's going to be 2x and multiply by the 2x square minus 3 power negative half, and then divided by the v square, that is basically 2x square minus 3. Okay, 2x square minus 3. So that is basically, that is the differentiation of this quotient rule function. But we need to understand that we can simplify, and we'll mostly have to simplify always. Okay, so let's simplify as well now. So when we simplify, students, we, as I always mention in product rule as well, we'll have to always take the common. Okay, so first thing will be that we'll make it in the simplified version form. So this thing can't be changed, but I can write this 2x square minus 3 power half in the square root form. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so follow everyone carefully. I'll show the question in a nutshell again. So I'm doing the simplification here now. It's going to be, sir, the 2x square minus 3 into the 6x. Okay, so here we go, 2x square minus 3, one bracket, multiply by the 6x. I'm not doing anything now. Minus 3x square into 2, so it will be minus 6x cube as well. Let's multiply in one bracket, and this one we need to understand, okay, that this is power negative half. Everyone needs to follow this one carefully. So minus half power, I have to remember the indices rule, that it will be 1 upon, it can be written like in this way. Okay, students, so hope everyone gets this very important thing, that it's going to be 2x square minus 3 in the square root form, and in the denominator you can write this, and then this will be divided by the v square, that is, sir, 2x square minus 3. Okay, so v square is what, student? 2x square minus 3. Now I hope things become easy and clarification is there for every student here. Okay, and now will have to take this, because this one will multiply with this. Okay, that's not an issue, but you understand that students need to understand that you will have to take LCM, because we have to simplify. Okay, so it's going to be 1 here. Okay, and I'm solving this very slowly so everyone understands. This is 1. You'll have to take the LCM, that will be square root of 2x square minus 3. So you'll have to multiply above as well. Okay, so you'll have to multiply above as well. And the main thing that comes in, everyone that needs to understand, is basically that, sir, when you are multiplying the two square roots, okay, so basically when you're multiplying half power with the half power, so half and half, because of the indices rule, the bases are, the powers will add up. Okay, and half will add up, it will become 1. So you need to understand that eventually the numerator will become 2x square minus 3 into 6x, and minus 1 into 6x cube wall will be minus 6x cube. Okay, so hope everyone is getting it, and the LCM becomes this one, that is square root of, or let me do a different color. So the LCM becomes square root of 2x square minus 3 divided by the v square, that is 2x square minus 3. Okay, so I'll wait here. So hope everyone understands. I'm going to explain it again. Students understand this, that why did the square root and square root cancels out when I'm going to multiply these two. Okay, follow the highlighter, everyone. Okay, so everyone will follow the highlighter now. Basically, when I multiply square root 2x square minus 3 with the square root 2x minus 3, I need to understand that bases are same, so powers will cancel off. Okay, follow this one. 2x square minus 3, power is half. 2x square minus 3, power is half. So bases are same, so powers will add up, so it will become 2x square minus 3, half plus half, that becomes 1. So now the power is 1. Okay, and that is why I'll write here the power is 1, so you can easily multiply. Hope students got this concept. So in the quotient rule, there are a couple of concepts that students need to understand. The one thing is that if there is a power minus n, you will make it in the denominator positive power n, that we have done here, if you can see this step. Okay, and the next simplification are these. Okay, so now this is very clear, very concise and clear. You can just simply multiply and simplify and you'll get the answer. So it's going to be, sir, with the following, with the highlighter, 6x into 2x square minus 3. I'm going to multiply this now. So it's going to be, sir, 12x cube minus 6 3s is 18x. Okay, so 6 2s is 12, 12x cube minus 6 18x, and minus the 6x cube divided by, so this will become again the positive roll sign for this. Okay, so it will be going to be square root of 2x square minus 3 and multiply by, this will also, the sign, not the sign will change, it's just the multiplication rule will make it division. Okay, so division will be changed into multiplication. It will be 1 upon 2x square minus 3. So here we go, students. The final answer will come, sir, as we can simplify the numerator as well, right? How can we simplify the numerator? So it's going to be 12x cube minus 6x cube. Okay, so everyone gets this. So it's going to be 6x cube minus 18x, and in the denominator you're going to have this whole list. That is basically, you're going to say that you have 2x square minus 3, and you have the square root of 2x square minus 3 as well. Okay, so let's check the answer. This should be our answer. It is 6x cube minus 18x divided by 2x square minus 3 into square root of 2x square minus 3. So the answer is correct, and that is how you do the quotient rule. Okay, students, so hope everyone gets this, and this is a very important concept in the differentiation of P39709 A-level mathematics. So we understand now how do we do the quotient rule as well. So this is quotient rule in a nutshell. That is the differentiation matching with the answer as well. Okay.